You have something special. You have greatness in you. Hello, my name is Les Brown, and I'm talking to you from London, England, and I'm so excited. I'm going to be speaking this Saturday at a special event. In fact, you can go online to lesbrowninlondon.com, lesbrowninlondon.com, and it will give you the information. It's going to be a full house, and it's going to transform your life. Now, let me say before I get started in my conversation with you right now, is that success is not convenient. You have to do what is required to accommodate success. There are opportunities that are going to come your way, and there might be some other things going on, and you have to make a choice. You have to ask yourself the question, what's in my best interest? How I'm about to use my time. Is it positive? Is it purposeful? Is it leading in the direction of where I'm going and the meaning of my life? Is it productive? And is it profitable? I can tell you that this coming Saturday, it's going to be a positive event. It's going to be purposeful. It will help you to identify, if you have not already determined it, what the purpose of your life is. Because I believe that you were created on purpose with a purpose, and that which you are to do will only come through you. And the other thing is, it's going to be a productive use of your time, because you're going to walk away with some tools, a blueprint. And here's something that's major. You're going to walk away with a group of collaborative, achievement-driven, accountability-focused relationships that will help you win. You can't make it by yourself. And the other thing is that you're going to come away with a blueprint, action steps, or things that you are to take day to day, action steps that will move you in the direction of your dreams. I want to share a conversation with you. Now I want you to like this page, and I want you to share this page with everybody you know, all right? Like this page and share this page, because I have a message for you that's going to be transformative, something that will give you some insight, and I want to make it clear. Everything that I'm going to say, you already know it. That's number one. Number two, everything I'm going to say, you've heard it before. And three, I don't want you to agree with me, and I don't want you to believe me. I don't believe it myself. I know it. And four, take what you can use, and that which does not resonate with you, just push it aside. But I want you to think about your goals and dreams. I'm not just going to wait until this coming Saturday. We have no guarantees that I will be here or you will be here, okay? And I've decided every day my goal is to do something in relationship to the goal that I've set for myself. I've set as a goal to transform lives. I've set as a goal to leave a legacy. I have set as a goal to train and develop 77 global speakers and life coaches and trainers. In fact, if you go to Les Brown Institute, we license speakers and trainers and life coaches. And so every day I do something in that direction. Today I had an interview on a very popular station here in London. It's TBN UK. And it was a great experience with Bishop Joanne Malcolm, and we had an incredible time. It will be shown at some point in time. And my daughter, Ona Brown, she's going to be with me this coming Saturday. She was there. And I want to talk to you about the life that you envision for yourself. I believe that there's a life that's waiting for all of us to step into. And it's been said there are many keys, but few, there are many locks, but few keys. Many locks, but few keys. I'm going to be showing and sharing some of those keys this weekend, but I just can't wait until this Saturday. My mama said that I was like a broke refrigerator. I can't keep nothing. She said, don't tell me no secrets, because I'm going to tell everything. So I want you to think about your goals and your dreams. Something that has a lot of meaning and value to you. Something you've been thinking about. Something you've been working on and it hasn't happened. You know, in the area of self-development, one of the words that I don't hear much is patience. Patience. One of my nephews, and I'm not going to tell you his name is James. James said, "Uncle, yes, what is it I need to do to become successful?" I said, "Tell you what, are you serious?" He said, "Yes." "What are your goals? What is it you want to do?" And he told me a lot of things. I said, "But I want you to boil down, what's the most important one? Which one do you want right now?" And he thought about it. I said, "You don't have to tell me right now, but here's what I want you to do. I want you to think about that goal, and there are two things I want you to do. Number one, I want you to listen to me every day. I have some CDs here, and I want you to listen every day. I want you to go on YouTube and put in Les Brown speaking in the Georgia Dome, D-O-M-E. They just tore that down, but that video is still there. Les Brown speaking in the Georgia Dome, and you will see your uncle speaking to over 80,000 people. He said 80,000 people. He said, "Were you scared?" I said, "Yes. I went to the bathroom 7 times because 7 is my lucky number." And I said, "I want you to watch that every day for 30 days. And I want you to get out a 3x5 card. And I want those of you that are watching me right now, one, I want you to like this page, and I want you to message other people. I want you to tell people, share the word, share the information about this page and this conversation that I'm having right now. Like this page and share it. Tell other people about this conversation that I'm having right now, and I guarantee you, when you talk to them again, they will say, "Thank you very much. Thank you for letting me know that Les was talking and that he's on Facebook." Now, so I told James, I said, listen to me every day. Go to the Georgia Dome video on YouTube, and the title of the speech I'm giving is called "It's Not Over Until You Win." He said, "Then what else you want me to do?" I said, "I want you to go to the drugstore or a stationery place and get a 3x5 card. And I want you to write down the goal that you want to achieve, the most important one. Prioritize. You know, they said a journey on 1,000 miles begins with a single step. And so I want you to think about one major goal that you want to achieve and something that you must do. What's the first thing you must do to move yourself in the direction of that goal? And I want you to do this. Get a 3x5 card. And here's how you want to begin to write. And writing it down is important, because writing, when you write something down, it engages the subconscious mind, and studies indicate that you're more likely to go after those goals and it's more present of mind than one that you just think about. No, don't just think it. You want to ink it. Write it down. Now, here's what I do. It's a ritual I have. I write it 7 times. 7 times, because 7 to me it's a spiritual number, and it's my lucky number. And on the flip side of the card, I want you to write Matthew 7:7. Ask and it shall be given. Seek and ye shall find. Knock and it shall be open. For everyone that asketh, receive it. He that seeketh, findeth. And to him that knocketh, it shall be open unto you. And now let's go back on the other side. So let me give you an example. I'm working on a goal now of being cancer-free. Now, I said that I was going to do it in 2017. It didn't happen. So what do you do, Les? Well, I started all over again. Are you serious? How long have you been saying that you're going to be cancer-free? For 21 years. And you're going to do it again. I mean, doesn't that tell you that insanity is doing the same thing in the same way, expecting a different outcome? To most people, they would look at my behavior and say, he's insane. He's not going to make that happen. That's the logical, practical, realistic thinking of most people in the world. But I'm not practical. I'm not logical. I think that when you have goals and dreams, you've got to be unreasonable. And when they don't happen, when you want them to happen, you don't stop. You just keep on coming back again and again and again and again. Will a baby walk? It will walk when it walks. That's when it will walk. When will it talk? It will talk when it talks. And some talk earlier than others. Some walk sooner than others. So when will your dream happen? It will happen when it happens. So I wrote down 7 times this morning. I do it. I pause and doing it during the day. I write the same thing down, and I'll write it again tonight before I go to sleep. And here's what I'm writing. I give thanks that I am free of cancer. I give thanks I am free of cancer. I give thanks I am free of cancer. Now, when I write it, I see myself being cancer-free. When I write it, I feel the emotion and the celebration and the joy of being cancer-free. When I write it, I feel a strength and at the cellular level, seeing it pushing cancer out of my body. I do that 7 times, 3 times a day. I do that. And then on the flip side, I turn the card over and I read, ask and it shall be given. Seek and you shall find. I'm going to find the answer. I'm going to find a solution. I'm going to find a cure. And I've done a variety of things. I've been a vegan. I eat a lot of rabbit food. I'm doing something called immune therapy, where they take my white blood cells out and they train them for 2 weeks and then re-inject them in me, and those white blood cells have the capacity to identify cancer cells and kill them. It's another process that they're using. I've changed my eating habits. I practice yoga and Tai Chi, and I haven't been walking lately because it's been very cold in Cleveland. I don't like to walk in the cold, but I'm going to the gym more often, and I'm going to release, not lose. Anything you lose, you go looking for. I'm going to release at least 75 pounds because the treatment that I received, the Lupron, for cancer treatment, it put 45 pounds on you. It's like a steroid. And I really had to fight not being depressed about that. I have a 6-pack, but right now it looks like a 1-pack. It looks like I'm 3 months pregnant. I tell you, I don't like this. So my 1-pack is covering up my 6-pack. So, in fact, Bishop reminded me today, Bishop Wayne Malcolm said, I know I can't challenge you in push-ups. I used to do 142 push-ups consecutively on stage. But when they give you that Lupron shot, it takes all the testosterone out of your body. Men, it's your worst enemy and your best friend. I mean, I was humbled when he said, you're not going to be able to do those number of push-ups while you are being injected every 3 months with this medication. And I tell the story about one day I was on the floor struggling and I could not do the number of push-ups I'm accustomed to doing. And I must admit it. I was frustrated. I was angry. And I started crying. Nobody was there. I said, oh God, come on. This helps me deal with stress. It puts my mind in another place. And at that time, one of my mentees, Ed Blunt, called me. Ed Blunt, B-L-U-N-T. Powerful speaker, known him since he was 5 years old. He said, how are you? I said, I'm great and grateful. Better than good and better than most. I'm going to ignore that phone because I'm enjoying talking to you. And so he asked, what are you doing? You sound like something's wrong. I said, yes, something is wrong. He said, what? I said, I can't do 100 push-ups anymore consecutively. He said, can you still tell a story? I said, yes. Can you still tell people's lives? Change people's lives? I said, yes. He said, anybody ever call you to book you to come in and to speak? I said, yes, you know that. He said, anybody ever call you to book you so they can watch you do push-ups? I said, no. He said, stop tripping and get up off the floor and shut up. Let me tell you something. Had I seen him, let me tell you something, up in here, I still got a good right. Don't let this 73 fool you. I said, you about to make me lose my mind up in here. You about to make me act a fool up in here. And I got up. I was humbled. He said, strengthen what's left. See, life, it's about releasing, and it's about surrendering, releasing and surrendering. There's some things as we get older. I remember doing one of my speaker training seminars, and the great actress was there who, she said, I'm a stripper. I said, excuse me? And she talked about that as she got older, Cicely Tyson, I call her Aunt Boo Boo, she said, life has been stripping things away. She says, I've gotten older. There are things I used to have that they're no longer important to me. And I've let those things go. Life is about releasing and surrendering. I used to have a very large apartment in Manhattan. She said, I don't need that anymore. Life is about releasing and surrendering. There are things I used to do physically that I can't do anymore. Jack LaLanne, most of you would not recognize that name, has always been my hero. He was the first athletic fitness guru, and he did over 1,000 push-ups. I loved and admired him. And so, because cancer has eaten 41% of my T1 vertebrae, and the medication that they inject me with every 3 months, at this time, I can't do that. I won't say I can't do 142 push-ups anymore. At this time, I'm not able to do that right now, but I know, I still got it in me. I know that I'm going to continue until I can build myself back up to that level again. And so I want you to think about your goals and dreams, and I want you to write down patience. Patience. That even if something has been taken away from you, strengthen what's left. Strengthen what's left. Patience. Sometimes a dream has its own timetable. When will it happen, Les? I don't know that. I don't know. What's required on your part and my part is to be patient, and something that Og Mandino said in the book, The Greatest Salesman in the World, he said, say to yourself, affirm, I will persist until I succeed. Come on now. I will persist until I succeed. I'm going to drill deep on this coming Saturday, where I'm speaking here in London. I want you to go to lesbrowninlondon.com and tell all your family members and friends. Bishop Wayne, he told me, he said, Les, it's been 10 years since you've been at my church. 10 years since I've seen you speak here in London. I said, whoa, it's amazing how time is just flying now. It seems like it's moving at a faster pace. Somebody said that life is like a roll of toilet paper. You never know what you're going to get. And he said the closer it gets to the end, the faster it's going to run out, So, oh my God. Oh, behave. Whatever. Yeah, Forrest Gump said life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. But I say that life is like a roll of toilet paper. The closer you get to the end, the faster it runs out. Oh, stop it. Okay, all right, listen. So, as you look at your goals in your dreams, it's very important that you have patience. Einstein said, people think I'm smart. He said, I don't think I'm all that smart. He said, I think I have more patience than most people. Think about that. He said, I have more patience than most people. You know what I've said why I have not mastered technology as I have other things I've learned? I would always say, oh, I don't have the kind of patience for that. Hey, that tool is too important for me not to have the patience to learn it. Come on. That's crazy. No, so I've made a commitment to learn something today about the internet, about my smartphone, which makes me look very dumb. You pay that kind of money for a phone and don't know how to work it, don't know how to use it, not familiar with all the features. How smart is that, buddy? Every day to learn something today about my phone and about the computer that I didn't know yesterday. What if you did that? Just decide, I'm going to learn one thing today that I didn't know yesterday about my iPhone or my Droid or whatever that you want to learn. And at the end of the month, you have expanded your repertoire. Write this down. Expand or you are expendable. Hello? Expand or you are expendable. You can't afford in this economy to be one-dimensional. No, you cannot. And you want to create multiple streams of income. Why, Les? Because life happens. And if something happened to you or someone you care about, and studies indicate over this year, before this year is out, something is going to happen to you at least 3 times. Something tragic is going to happen to you or someone you care about. And you want to be in the position to do more than just pray for them. My oldest son, he's 53. No matter how old your children become, they're still your children. The health care for him, the health care practitioners, $3,000 a week. That's not covered by insurance. My health insurance, because of pre-existing cancer, $5,000 a month. I hear people say, oh, my insurance is just too high. I'm paying like $500 or $700 a month. I want to say, shut up. And I don't worry about it. I went, while I'm here in London, I misplaced the insulin that I've been using and went to one of the hospitals here. And we called in advance and said, oh, it won't take long for us to see Mr. Brown. And the lady said, go have a seat. We'll call you within 4 hours. I said, excuse me? 4 hours. I said, Theo Grant, I said, let's go back to the car. Tell him don't get out the car. Just drive up front, and I'm going to get in the car. They said, why? I said, I'm not going to sit around here for 4 hours. I can catch all kind of new diseases sitting up in here for 4 hours. No. And guess what? I had a doctor come to the hotel that she contacted, and he was more than willing. Once he told me how much he charged, I said, no problem. But I did ask him, do you take food stamps? He said, no, sir, I don't. I said, okay, well, come. I'm just asking, all right? We have not because we ask not. And he came over here, nicest gentleman from India, and he was just surprised. I've been to Bangla and various areas of India, and he was so just enamored with my laughter and my personality. He said, you look good for 73. I said, because I'm a big kid. I said, I have a Mickey Mouse watch. I have Mickey Mouse bedroom slippers. And I said, I have on Mickey Mouse underwear. But I'm not going to show you, big boy. He said, I don't want to see. Too much information. Too much information. By the way, don't let the child die in you. Learn to laugh at yourself, even when things are not working out the way that you want them to work out. I tickle myself. Stop. I got issues. Okay. I got issues. I'll be good. I promise I'll be good. Now, this is a strategy behind this, according to the principles of psychoneuroimmunology. 1 minute of laughter boosts your immune system for over, listen to me, 24 hours. 1 minute of laughter boosts your immune system for over 24 hours. Now listen to this. 1 minute of anger weakens your immune system for 4 to 5 hours. Now, before I finish this conversation, and I want you to like this page and share it and encourage others to share it and spread the word. Les Brown is talking right now. Before I get through, you're not going to get sick for 20 years. I'm going to have you laughing. Let the record show. And even homely people look better when they laugh. Watch this. Okay, all right. Now, as you think about your goals and dreams, not only does it require patience and persistence, but it requires consistency in terms of your behavior, in terms of how you use your time, in terms of execution, the strategy that you're implementing for the achievement of your goal. Consistency, like my goal of releasing 65 pounds to 75 pounds, that I can't decide to walk 2 or 3 days and just stop. No, I'm going to do it every day, consistent. And as I persist until I succeed, as I'm consistent in my routine of yoga and walking and Tai Chi and visualization, visualizing myself being smaller, looking at pictures of myself when I was smaller and saying, I'm going back there. In fact, I'm there right now. It's just covered up and cannot be seen by the naked eye. That persistency in writing down the words and reading the words, I'm free of cancer. I give thanks that I'm still here. I can still transform lives. I can still speak and people will listen to me. I'm 73, but my best work has not been done yet. I'm going to make the rest of my life the best of my life. I want you to write that down. I want you to affirm that. Write it down. I give thanks. I am making the rest of my life the best of my life. Here's something else. Listen to me. A guy told me this. We were on a plane coming from a cancer center in Houston, Texas, MD Anderson. And I had just gotten some bad information. And he had a book and he gave it to me. We started talking. Plane was not crowded, but what are the chances? My sitting by this guy and his prognosis and what they said to him was worse than mine, and that was not the first time he heard that. And the title of his book, when I read it, it shocked me. You know what it was? The title of it was, I Don't Have Time to Die. I said, what do you mean by this? He said, 17 years ago when I came to MD Anderson, cancer had metastasized to my liver, to my lungs, and different areas of my body. So you're alarmed because cancer is metastasized to your spine? So what? Do you have time to die right now? Aren't you busy doing something? I said, yes, I am. He said, well, then keep doing it. Take care of yourself, but don't focus on the disease. He said, focus on your goals and your dreams, the meaning and the purpose of your life. Where focus goes, energy flows. Whoa. What are you looking at? You remember Flip Wilson talking about killers? Say, what you see is what you get. I said, okay. Yes, and that takes discipline. I want you to like this page. I want you to share it. Like it and share it. Just say Les Brown, he's in London, and he has some things that he want to share with us before he speaks on Saturday. I want you to spread the word. I want you to help get people in the room. I want you to go to LesBrownInLondon.com, LesBrownInLondon.com, and I'm going to take you out. I am an assassin. I will kill every mediocre demon in you, the demons of procrastination, the demons of fear, the demons of, well, I tried, the demons of putting things to the side and not focusing on what it is you need to do, the demons of giving yourself an excuse and giving yourself a pass. There's something in you that needs to go, that needs to be taken out, that's blocking the real you, blocking the things in you. It's blocking you. And sometimes you need some help in getting rid of that. You can't read the label if you're locked in the box. Can you feel a brother up in here, up in here? I'm having a hot flash now. I have a little fan around here somewhere. I used to laugh at my mother and my sister when they have hot flashes. Now I have hot flashes. I call them power surges. Excuse me, let me find my fan. Okay, all right. Okay, stop. Okay. You know I got problems. I'm in a hotel by myself here in London, tickling myself. Happy, M-I-C, see you real soon. K-U-Y-M-O-U-S-E, yeah. Oh, yes, this is my little fan for my little power surges. Yeah, thank you. Oh, thank you. Oh. You know what? You've got issues. I know it. Whatever. Okay. All right. Oh, it'll be good. So, I want you to like the page and share it. Let everybody know I'm talking. Got something else I want to share with you. Yeah. Yes. Just a minute right now. I turn the air conditioning on. I turn it off. I turn it on. I turn it off. Okay, thank you. This is so convenient. Oh, thank you. I'll put it right over there. So, here's something I've come to know. And I want you to listen to me. You working on something? It doesn't look like it's going to happen. Somebody said you can count on me, and they didn't come through. It looked like the odds are stacked against you. I was in a car with a young man who was a policeman for 12 years here in London. And after listening to him, I asked him, what was that like? I felt like I stepped back in time. I stepped back in time. When I was a kid, in the 50s, my brother-in-law, Alex Sampson, during that time, if a white person had broken the law, he couldn't arrest them. Why? Because he was black. He would have to hold them there until a white policeman would come and arrest them. When I was a kid, we went on a bus if there were seats available, and I met Mrs. Rosa Parks personally. She endorsed my youth program. We couldn't sit in the front of the bus. We had to go across this yellow line, I can see it now, and go to the back of the bus. I said, what is the most disheartening thing you found about being a policeman? He said, the first day I was on the job, we had to make a call about domestic violence. And the husband came to the door, and he looked at me and my partner, and he said to my partner, who's white, he said, you can come in. He said, but he can't. And he said at that moment he thought his partner would say, he's with me. If he can't come in with me, I'm not coming in. But his partner looked at him and said, you stay here. I'm going in. He said, I've gotten in fights with prospects, with suspects. And when they were getting the best of me, my partner and the white cops that showed up for backup, not for me, but for my white partner, because I wear a turban, because I'm Muslim, because I'm Indian. That took me back. That took me back. And this work, if you're listening to me, if you're an immigrant in this work, if you realize that there are systems stacked against you, I know about that. Being born in America, where a whole system has been designed to destroy my sense of self. I remember going to work on Miami Beach with my mother and saw signs that said, Jews, dogs, and coloreds, or Negroes, not allowed. I know what it is. I mean, even to this day, I remember, and Peter Lowe, I'm not going to tell you his name, he used to have seminars called Get Motivated in the United States. And then he had and they each had 90 minutes and 3 other presenters, unknown, 90 minutes. And the only reason I was on there, first time a black person was on there that wasn't singing, was because they asked, who would you like to see? And my name came up constantly, you know, because I was selected among the top 5 speakers in the world. General Norman Schwarzkopf, Robert Schuller, Paul Harvey, Dr. Norman Vincent Peale, and myself. So he had been on the program. And when they said, you'll be coming up in 1 hour, I said, great. Oh, and by the way, you have 15 minutes. Surely you're kidding. No, you have 15 minutes. Zig had 90 minutes. Am I right? Yes. And Jim Rohn, he had 90 minutes. Am I right? Yes. Brian Tracy, 90 minutes? Yes. Now, you told me that in order to stay on this tour, we had to sell a certain amount of products. Am I correct? Yes. And you're saying I have 15 minutes? I got 5 minutes to introduce myself to the audience, 5 minutes to give my message, and 5 minutes to do a close to encourage them to go to the back room and buy my products? He said, yes. And he said, and if you sell enough products, then you can get on the next stage. I said, man, come on, 15 minutes? The standard in this industry, you have to speak at least an hour and a half to create a level of relatedness and connection with the audience. Les, it's a good position to be in. And 15 minutes, it's a good number. I said, tell you what, Peter, you have an hour and a half. Why don't we exchange? Because I want to see you do it. You take my 15 minutes. I want to be generous enough to give you my 15 minutes, and you give me your 90 minutes. And let me see how well you do this so I can follow your example. He said, I'm not going to do that. He said, people requested you. You know, it was not my idea to call you, but people kept writing your name on the list, so we're giving you a shot. People can't say that we didn't bring a black guy on the platform. I said, how kind of you. How generous of you. And so all the other presenters, they sold over $300,000 worth of products with their hour and a half. I sold around $55,000. I said afterwards, hey, listen, I could have sold more if I had more time. So are you coming up with excuses and why you can't compete with us? I said, no, I'm not. Well, Mr. Brown, you didn't make the cut. But we gave you a chance. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. When things happen, they can make you bitter or they can make you better. And I said, one day I'm going to be so good, I'm going to change so many lives that people will not look at my paint job. People will judge me based upon how I speak. If I touch them, if I can speak and bring them out of a dark place, as a guy named Albert said, I was in a dark place and I heard your voice, Mr. Brown, and it changed my life. I said, Lord, I don't have the complexion of connection, but I have you, and I have a voice. And I'm not going to let anything or anybody who judge me based upon how I look or my paint job, which I had nothing to do with, stop me from changing lives. No. And I'm thankful for two things. One, they have made it so difficult for me. I can't afford not to be the best. Two, I've come to do something a guy told me. One day you will see cancer as the greatest blessing in your life. You know what? He was right. Because once somebody looks at you and say, you have cancer, 3 of the most feared words in 7 different languages. I'm a cancer conqueror, 21 years. And the focus of my life and the closer of the relationship that I've developed with God, it's amazing how spiritual you become when you think you're about to leave here. I've been praying and reading the 23rd Psalm. I was reading the Kabbalah, the Bible, the Holy Quran. I was chanting Noma Yoho Renge Kyo. I was eating wabbit food. You got problems. I know it. I'm so happy. I don't have anything to do. I'm lonely. I've been in a hotel eating carrots and celery. Yep. Thinking it's a pork chop. I'm not making this up. I could hear Eminem Peanuts knocking on my door. Les, we know you're in there. Open up the door. No, no, no. For my chinny. Oh, this thing called life. Oh, boy. I've gone through so much, and I'm okay if I never see 2017 ever again. You get 2 kind of whippers in life. One, just wait till I come back. The other one, if you just let me go. If you just let me loose, I'll run and go tell it on the mountain and over the hill and everywhere. Oh, boy, yeah. But I'm grateful. I'm still here. Repeat after me, please. Look behind and thank God. Look around and praise God. Look ahead and trust God. Go within and find God. Know ye not that ye are the temple of God, and the Spirit of God dwelleth in you? The kingdom of God is in you. In order for there to be a kingdom in you, it can't be a kingdom unless there's a king, and that would be you. I'm thankful that all the kind things so many of you have said to me, that you've heard my voice. I'm thankful that I'm able, by the way I live my life, that I'm able to pleasure God. Herein my Father glorified, that ye bear much fruit, that we are pleasing God when we are most productive. I want you to communicate with me. Let me see what people are saying. Love you, Les. Somebody spelled my name L-E-D. No, it's L-E-S. So inspirational. Thank you. Blackheart was grateful for you and for meeting you. I'm glad to have met you, Danita. Hi, Nita Boo. Hello, Les. Glory, hallelujah, Dr. Brown. Oh, I'm a doctor now. Well, thank you, baby. Whatever. Okay. Let me see what else we have here. Dana, I've known about you. First time seeing you speak. You make my day. Thank you for your words of inspiration. How kind. Thank you, Dana. Kelly Bobelli, Bobing Bing Manelli. Hello, Kelly. Where are you? Oh, who's this? Nancy Lewis. Hello. Pleasing God by being you. Yes. Yes, be you. That pleases God. Yeah. I don't know what you want to do. I don't know what you want to accomplish with your life. Here's what I encourage you to do. This coming Saturday, I'm speaking here in London, Saturday. And Marie Cosgrove, she's going to speak. A young man that's going to blow everybody's name. His name is Rondell. He's from Kingston, Jamaica. They call him Mr. Positive. I just did a program for him, and he is my special guest. This young man is going to soar. He's going to break new ground, go places that Bob Marley has never gone. He's going to make global impact, not only with his music, but he's a thinker. He's a speaker. He's going to electrify everybody. Most of you don't know him. Rondell, he's a bad boy. Yes, he is. I wanted him to come. I saw him in Kingston. I said, my brother, I've got to bring you to London. He's been here before, but not on this kind of platform. Don't you miss him. Don't sleep him. And Marie Cosgrove, single mother of 5? They told her in her job, the only female there, the #1 salesperson, oh, you're making too much money. We're going to have to take you off commission and put you on salary. She said, I can't afford that. I'm a single mother of 5 children. No, I want to control my destiny. You're fired. They tried to intimidate her and thought she would get on her knees and beg. No, don't fire me. Okay, I'll get off commission and get on salary. She didn't. She said, okay. 2 years later, they called her. You know, there's a song, if you dig a hole for me, you better dig too, because the one you dig for me might be for you. They called her and said, look, I understand you've started another company and it's doing well. Would you be interested in buying us? She said, what? In buying us. Yes, would you be interested? Now, this is the CEO. She said, send me the numbers. Let me see your books. And she looked at it and she was shocked. You know what? 86%, did you hear me? 86% of the revenue was generated by Marie Cosgrove. 2 years later, the company that fired her, you were making too much money. You need to be on salary. Only woman there. Didn't say that to the men, just said that to her. And she bought the company. Don't sleep this. Don't you miss this. Don't you miss her. She's powerful. She is powerful. And my daughter Ona looks like me without her beard. My daughter Ona, the results coach. My coach. My daughter Ona, I'm proud of her.
she's going to speak, and we have our little competition thing. She thinks she can take me on. I said, listen, baby, a young broom sweep clean, but an old broom know where to go, how to get all the corners. Oh, come on, bring your best stuff. She's going to be there. And Shamir and Althea Grant, Better Must Come. Oh, my goodness, you talking about a story? And she's electrifying. Oh, she's a beast. Better Must Come, sleeping under her aunt's bed. They tortured her mentally, emotionally. And she heard this Jamaican song, Better Must Come, at 6 years of age. And those words resonated with her heart and with her spirit and gave her the mental energy and wherewithal to come up in this toxic environment where her mother dropped her off one night, and she thought it was just for a night, and her mother was going away, left her with an aunt who hated her guts and resented the fact that her sister had dropped Althea off there and asked her, take care of her. I'm gone. I don't want to do this anymore. And this little kid, all she had was a song that she listened to. As the other kids, her cousins slept in beds in the other rooms. The aunt had her sleep under the bed. She wasn't good enough from her perspective to sleep in a bed. She had to sleep under the bed. And in spite of that, she heard that song, Better. Better must come. Better must come. When she told me the story last year, for a period of time, I had sciatica pain, and I was speaking from a wheelchair, and I affirm, better must come. Better must come. You might be going through some stuff now. Affirm. Better must come. Don't give up. Better must come. Hold on. Better must come. Cry if you must. Better must come. Give out, but don't give up. Better must come. Oh. If you have to swim or walk or catch a Greyhound bus, a trailway, I don't know what y'all have over here, Uber or Booba. I don't know what you have here. Whatsoever you have to do, be there this Saturday. Go online now to Les Brown in London, lesbrowninlondon.com. I can't wait to get there. Have you ever had that feeling? That you know something is about to happen? I've never been in this place before. Mentally, emotionally, spiritually. So much has happened to me. But in spite of that, I'm grateful. I'm grateful. Lord, I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. You have something special. You have greatness in you. Go to lesbrowninlondon.com. I love you. And there's absolutely nothing you can do about it. Come this Saturday and trust me on this. Your life will never be the same again. My prayer is, before I speak, more of thee, less of me. Anytime you think you can't make it, that the odds are against you, remember the words of Dexter Yeager, when the dream is big enough, the odds don't matter. No guts, no glory. Remember me, born in an abandoned building on a floor, poor section of Miami, Florida called Liberty City. I speak to you because of two women. One gave me life, the other one gave me love. If my birth parents came in this room right now, I would not know either one. Being adopted by a strong woman named Mamie Brown, I used to have a talk show, and I would end it by saying, this has been Mrs. Mamie Brown's baby boy. I'm a mama's boy. Yeah, Mama was, she was not strong, she was strong. I learned so much from her. From her example, she was my hero. And still is. Better must come. It's not over till you win. I've heard people say it's not over till the fat woman sings. Some people quit when she's just clearing her throat. Oh, behave, whatever. I need to know. I want you to text me now. Are you going to be there? Are you going to join me? Are you going to bring at least 7 friends with you to see me? Please, because I'm in a special place, and I know this is going to be different. Let me see what y'all are saying before I end this conversation. Where are my tissues? I'm such an emotional person. Where am I? Little Mickey, what are you saying? Yes, strong. Okay, better will come. Thank you. I like that. Yes, I will be there. Thank you so much, Martin and Denise Raleigh. It's not over till I win. Oh, go see that on Facebook. And here, Katrina Martinez, she lives in London. Yeah, I'm going to be live in London. Joy, it is not over till I win. Thank you. I'm so glad you enjoyed that. Hey, guys. I'm here and from Morocco. I still have a dream. Fantastic. We're going to teach you how to convert that dream into reality. Okay. Well, thank you so much for listening to me. I love you. And if you're going through some stuff, remember these words. Better must come. You're a masterpiece because you're a piece of the master. Better must come. You are God's chosen one. Better must come. You deserve the best that life has to offer. Better must come. Your sickness, your position, your circumstances, none of that defines you, or you are self-definitional. You have greatness in you. You were made in the likeness and image of God. You were born to win. Yeah. Be with that. This has been Mrs. Mamie Brown's baby boy. It's been a plum-pleasing pleasure as well as a privilege. God bless you. God bless your dream. And I'll see you this Saturday. Go to lesbrowninlondon.com. Don't wait. Don't wait. Do it now. Yeah. If you're serious about your dream, if you can hear me in your heart, you come. I'll be standing at the door to greet you because I'm just too fired up to sit down. I can't wait to get to you. Don't come unless you got a strong spirit, strong attitude, a strong mind. Not strong, but strong. Thank you so much. You take care. Spread this. Tell the world about it. Say, Les Brown got loose this evening. God bless you. Always strive to get on top in life because it's the bottom that's overcrowded. lesbrowninlondon.com. Go there. Make it happen.